the burrow and not scanning ahead.
That is true. Nathanias going to go for the push, and he's going to find Creep Spread actually already through that Destructible Rock area, which might be a little bit of a surprise for him, and it's going to make it a bit hard for Nathanias to engage in that direction. He's probably going to have to go around the side, but Destiny's already going to see that. Those Speed Overlords are going to be very useful for him here. Third base goes down. Very cheeky move here by Destiny. Nathanias trying to get a cancel on it, and he... Oh, wow, actually, that was no cancel. Yeah, he got the kill. That's surprising. It was really kind of surprising to see Destiny put the third down right underneath that. That's a bit risky. I mean, you can maybe bait the Terran in so you can surround him, but Destiny's link count at the time really wasn't high enough. Now it is, but he lost a hatchery for that. So that wasn't really great.
300 minerals, and then opening these rocks up does allow Destiny to maneuver around any kind of push that Nathanias might have, depending on what angle he comes in. Yeah. So it is nice, and we are seeing the Lings using the mobility of this free extra space.
Well, I think Nathanias is getting good value out of these Hellions and Reapers at the moment. This is more than you would usually expect to see from a Hellion Reaper push, which is usually just going to keep the creep back. But getting a hatchery with it, I mean, that's absolutely phenomenal. And more to the point, Destiny is forced to kind of leave his third exposed if he wants to go and attack Nathanias' third, who is trying to set up a defense. He's not going to have one as of yet. I wonder if Destiny will try a Baneling run by on the third base. We might see that, or he might just go right in with Lings, which I think is probably the right move here. Don't wait any longer, just go and hit him.
Yep, he's got this Overlord spreading a little bit of creep.
I love that.
Lets these strings go faster.
Yeah, I don't actually see that all that often. That's actually a really cool move with the Speed Overlord. I like to see that more in competitive play. It gives your Lings just a little bit more maneuverability, which means they're going to be far more effective at killing those SCVs faster, even if you try and pull the SCVs. So I like it. It's really cool.
Yep, it's very nice. Now, Nathanias did have that base up a little faster than Destiny, actually a lot faster. Yeah. So he does have this nice economy sitting behind this, even with that little disruption. Those mutas aren't going to be catching him off guard like they did the last game.
It doesn't look like it, unless he forgets to build missile turrets. And this is the other really cool thing about the Overlord spread, is that you're forced to lift the orbital, but you can't put it down again for a while. So that's just a really cool move, actually, from Destiny there. And I'm kind of surprised you don't see it a lot of now. I guess because most players don't get Overlord speed that early, so usually they wouldn't have an Overlord there by the third. But hey, it worked fairly well, and since Nathanias is the latest starport I've ever seen, it's totally fine. You know, that Viking's not going to be there. Finally, he's got the starport, he's adding the reactor on, but Overlords have had free reign for the first 12 minutes of the game here, which is just lovely for Destiny. He's got so much map awareness.
Yeah, he still doesn't have any turrets, and I don't think he knows that mutas are on the field. He hasn't fought them yet, and he does not scouted the Spire.
It's really weird that he would not realize it, though, because the third base went down so late. Even if it got cancelled, like, hang on a minute, why is your third as late as it is? Because normally, if a Zerg's just going for the more standard Baneling muta play, he'd get the Spire later, and he'd just get his third base up sooner. But Destiny, all of these games, has never done that. You know, he's just got his second hatch at his natural, and then gone for his Spire after Lair, and then gone for his third base. Nice little pick off there by Destiny. Gets an add-on, picks off an SCV and a building missile turret there. These Hellions still alive, which is always nice. Another Ling run by coming in right here, and Nathanias trusts the Widow Mine. And that's a mistake, because the Widow Mine is not going to help you, I'm afraid.
I'm not going to lie. Before this game, I messaged him and I said, don't build Widow Mines.
Stop building Widow Mines. They are absolutely useless. Like, he's better off with tanks at this point. At least they would do something. But Nathanias has had the worst Widow Mine luck throughout this entire series. Oh, wow. Really quick hive here, actually, from Destiny. Not the quickest, but quick enough. So he's going to go really heavy into, I think, 3-3 almost immediately once he's able to make that happen. But Nathanias is going for a 2-2 kind of timing here, and he's going to be able to hit before 2-2 finishes here for Destiny.
Yeah, and it could be powerful. I mean, some good Widow Mine hits could nullify a lot of that army. But we
know that will never happen. So
yep. The wishful thinking.
Yeah. It's like, it could happen. Absolutely. There is a possibility that it might happen.
Oh, Burrow Banelings right on that.
Oh, there it is. And it kills like 2 units. That's unfortunate. Did a little bit of splash damage, but Destiny's Burrow Banelings haven't quite been up to scratch at the moment. But they're doing a bit. That's not too bad, and Destiny's got plenty more. And if Nathanias wants to push towards that third base, he's got to go over about 5 miles of creep to get there. And that's going to suck. There's no doubt about that. And Destiny's going to add more creep tumors in here as well, just to make sure that it's reinforced.
Nope, and there comes the preemptive scans.
Yep. Oh, he wants to look for the banelings. That's the big stim right here. And he's got... Oh, Destiny's fighting kind of just before 2-2, but it seems to be, for the most part, be going okay. We've got a full retreat here. Oh, the Widowmine hits! Actually hits something. If only Nathanias split in any way, then he might have actually had a better fight there.
Yep, and the medevac control wasn't on point. You know, he lost his medevacs. The one had, I think, a half filled with Marines. But, you know, it wasn't bad with those Widowmine hits. At least we got, you know, some kills off those.
Yep, Nathanias actually killed something with a Widowmine. That should be a little achievement pop up there for him. But, I mean, that did work pretty well. If he'd split better against the Banelings, he would have been able to retain some Marines, then maybe fight against the Mutas. But, I mean, these are Destiny Mutas. There's a lot of them, and they're about to have +2, so it's a bit dicey. Nathanias, you're donating lings! No. Okay, he's relying on Widowmines again. Okay, yeah, this is probably not going to go well. The Banelings come in, and Nathanias with a bit of a pre-split, but nowhere near enough. Gets completely overrun again. Although, this time around, you know, Nathanias' economy can kind of support this, which it couldn't last time.
I don't know, because Nathanias is coming out with these small armies, and he's writing checks that they can't cash, because he goes out, and he loses a lot, and he's banking on those Widowmine shots, which do not do well.
Are you claiming Nathanias is a fraudster at this point? Is that what you're saying to me right now?
I don't know if I'm going that far. I'm just saying that I'm not seeing, I'm not understanding his decision-making.
But you're not denying it.
Okay,
that's all we need to know. Don't worry about it. You've given us more than enough information for today. Thank you. All right, well, Destiny's going to morph that Overseer. It was a nice little move, actually, because it absorbed a Widowmine shot, and then, of course, morphs in with full health. It's a neat little trick. And Destiny cleans up the Widowmines. Currently, there's only 4 on the map. He is building a few more. 3-3 is on the way, but in a strange twist of fate, we're going to see it out for Destiny before it's out for the Terran player, which almost never happens. And we've even got the Adrenal Glands upgrade coming in right here. A little bit of nice Baneling kiting here from Nathanias, but Destiny is really starting to power home on those units now. And Nathanias is in a bit of trouble. He's trying to expand, trying to take a 4th base, but Destiny already has one, and it's the same problem Nathanias has been having throughout this entire series. Like, where's his harassment? Has he been able to do any? No, he hasn't.
No, and I will say this for Nathanias. You know, his 3-3 is not far behind, so he's not going to have that significant upgrade disadvantage for a while. But I think he needs to just step back for a minute and just get a big enough army to split against those Banelings.
Yeah, I think he's probably better off just kind of defending. Like, what is this push going to accomplish? The creep's basically halfway across the map. If Nathanias is pushed towards... This is actually going to be a 5th base here for Destiny, good God. Maybe he could snipe that 5th, but it wouldn't even matter. You know, as far as I'm concerned, that 5th is probably just there to bait Nathanias in and just say, hey, oh, absolutely, you go and attack this hatchery. That looks juicy, doesn't it? Yeah. But at the moment, Nathanias hasn't hit any of the key bases or any of the key tech, so it's like he can posture in the middle of the map as much as he likes, but he's not getting anything done with it.
And here comes nice force, but with those Mutas and Banelings, that's not gonna do it. It's not gonna cut it. I think he needs to start flying around the map a little more. He needs to try dropping and splitting up this army.
Yeah, I think you need to do that like 10 minutes ago, honestly. And just try and do a little bit of damage to a drone line. You can see in workers killed, like Destiny's killed 15 workers and Nathanias has killed 0. And he does have the Hellbats this time around, which is gonna help a little bit, but that's a lot of Banelings coming down there and a big hit.
Creep.
Oh, that's absolutely brutal. The Terran army completely obliterated. There is a Widowmine, and it does hit like 1 Muta, and it doesn't really matter at this point. The Muta count is now actually so large, I think it's going to overrun the entire army. Nathanias in full retreat needs to borrow those Widowmines very quickly, and that was not quick enough. And now, suddenly, the Zerg army is at the door, and knock, 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 down it goes. Do you have a moment to hear about the Lord and Savior, Mr. Baneling here?
Oh man, the power of Tasia is not with Nathanias tonight.
No, it is
you know, I'd say even more than the good game. GG. I'd say even more than the Widowmine usage was his lack of drop play. I think that is critical to keeping the Zerg on his toes.
Well, yeah, I mean, Destiny was basically allowed to do whatever he wanted for 3 maps straight, unfortunately. And those pushes onto creep, unless you get something done significantly, are really not worthwhile. And he wasn't able to keep the creep back either. Initially, he was doing all right. With the first, like, 6 Heli and 2 Reaper harass, it was going pretty well for him, but then he let it go, probably because he had to defend his 3rd base, he had to pull back. Destiny took advantage of that, he spread his creep out even more. He made it so that any attempt to go by land to the 3rd base, it was suicide. Like, you don't want to be on that much creep at any point. And I don't know. Maybe he could have dropped. Maybe not. I don't know. We saw the Overlord spread, man. It was really, really good from Destiny. I think he would have spotted those drops. He would have taken them out. So, yeah, Destiny showing a really commanding performance there.
Yeah, it's definitely exciting to watch, and I had hoped for a little more from Nathanias. I do like to watch his stream every now and then. But I think it was just his lack of activity that really just put the nail in the coffin.
Yeah, lack of doing anything is usually how you lose games in StarCraft 2, unfortunately. Nathanias, unfortunately, didn't quite do enough to keep up with what Destiny was doing. Destiny's build's really interesting. He doesn't play the same way that a lot of the top-level Zergs do. That's probably the reason why they're top-level Zergs. But what I do like about his build is it just lets him get mutas out really fast. It lets him get Baneling speed out really fast because he's going up to lair much quicker than a regular Zerg would. So he gets his upgrades quick too. He's on 3-3 faster than I see most Zerg players get there. So it seems to work. Maybe it's a lower economy build, but it works for him. He's able to make a lot happen with those forces.
Yeah, I like it. That aggressive Zerg is something I like to see punished by Terran, but Destiny obviously made it work. He didn't get punished for it, and it shows that they letting that Zerg get to those bases, get a swing of economy. But even then, I'd say that Destiny didn't have to rely on the Zerg remax ability. He took very efficient trades against Nathanias.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have to remax because his units didn't die. That's a pretty good way of doing it. And playing as, I suppose, if you're gonna play bio, there's two really important things you've got to be able to do against a player that's playing that style, right? You've got to be able to split well, and you've got to be able to target fire your Widow Mines. And if you can't do either of those things, you're probably just going to get run over. Because it's a lot easier for the Zerg player to hit you with a bunch of Banelings, Lings, and then use mutas to pick off your medevacs and retreating units than it is for you to split and target fire Widow Mines. So, I don't know, maybe like against that you've got to play a bit of a different style. Maybe you have to go Hellbat heavy, maybe you have to play more defensively with tanks, maybe you have to play Turtle Mech against that, just because you would do a little bit better. But, yeah, it's unfortunate. It looks like Destiny is definitely on a bit of a different level there to Nathanias, at the moment anyway. But, Nathanias only recently reached TM, so he's still got a bit to go before he gets on the top tier like Destiny.
No, definitely. And Destiny, I wonder what's the future holds for Destiny, because obviously he's grown constantly. I haven't seen him take a backslide yet, so I wonder where he's going to end up, if he's going to start competing in like WCS or something like that.
Well, I mean, I've heard like Pro League recruitment is on the way there for Destiny. SKT1 and Jin both actually looking for him really hard. I think there's a bidding war going on right now, although keep that to yourself. It's very secret esports information that would probably get you banned from Reddit.
Yeah, something like, I think that Nesty is going to be kicked off. Destiny brought on.
Yeah, and gem management absolutely will be pushing for that, no doubt. I can totally imagine that. But hey, Destiny took a game from Nesty, which obviously means, Pro League is the next thing for him.
Yeah, oh no, absolutely. Destiny is a great player, and I like to watch him, And Nathanias is good too, but Nathanias, is spending all that time casting. I guess, Kappa, we can say that's the reason why he didn't win tonight.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you cast, then you basically should just retire as a pro gamer, so there's no real reason to continue to cast. Or you could transition to Hearthstone. I mean, that works too. I mean, that's where all the bad StarCraft players went, so if you want to do that, by all means, it's a good way to go. I mean, I'd say go to Heroes of the Storm, but that would involve people actually wanting to watch Heroes of the Storm. So, maybe not.
There was that Heroes hype, and then it's kind of just died down.
Yeah, the Heroes hype for all 2 days. It was incredible. It's like, well, it turns out, actually, if you don't let a lot of people into your game, then people don't actually just want to sit there watching it for days. Who knew? Anyway. For those who think I don't like Destiny, by the way, no. We've just been trolling the entire stream. Don't worry, relax. We're all friends here, mostly. It was a fun little series, and of course, big thanks to Gosupizza for putting on that little show match for you guys. A little bit impromptu. Wanted to get it out to as many people as possible. I heard it was going to happen. I said, hey, I definitely want in on that. I want to cast that. It's going to be the match of the century. And it was. It was literally impossible to tell the difference between that game and top Pro League competition. Yeah.
Yeah, really. I thought it was like 5 in the morning Eastern Standard, when this game started.
Yeah, I mean, both players definitely played like it was 5 in the morning Eastern Standard. There's no doubt. No doubt.
That's a bad way to word it. What I meant is that's usually when I get up to watch Pro League.
I generally don't get the opportunity to speak like that in a professional environment. So thank you, Lycan, for giving me that opportunity. I appreciate that very much. That was a wonderful gift.
Not a problem.
It's okay. It's about to be Independence Day, so I get to be super salty as a British man living in North Carolina at this moment. So.
All right, you celebrating what could have been the 4th of July Eve or whatever Newcastle Brown is promoting.
Yeah, I like to call it National Health Service Day.
Oh, nice.
Was that a little bit too close to the bone? Yeah.
It stings.
I pay my insurance premiums. I know how much it stings. It's like that's more of a self-burn right now than anything else. It's like, yeah, fuck me. Oh, shit. All right, well, if people want to check out your site and Gosupizza, why don't you give them the blurb on what exactly that involves, where they can go to get involved, and exactly what it is that you guys do.
Okay, so Ascended Star League, the people who run that, they help me run Gosupizza. So you see their posts on Reddit. That is the way to find out what's going to happen. We post on our Reddit. Gosupizza is the league. We do 1 league a week, so it's going to be Bronze League, 1 league, Silver League next week, etc. You sign up. First 16 players get to play. You win, you get a free pizza. North America, you get a free pizza. Anyone else, you get a Jinx gift certificate because my debit card keeps getting canceled. You can also follow me at ESM_Shake, SHEIKH. I'll post it in the Twitch chat. You follow. Again, we do random pizza giveaways and all kinds of fun stuff. And if you're at Red Bull Battlegrounds Atlanta, come say hi. I will be there, and I will have a pair of shoes that literally have Tasia's face on them.
Wow. Well, that's a thing that I haven't heard in my life. I can safely say that that's one off the bucket list. Someone actually said that in real life, and it wasn't a joke. At least I hope it wasn't a joke. If you let me down on this, I'm going to be really disappointed.
You shall not be let down.
Fantastic. I need photographic and probably video evidence of this. That and, like, you finding a Protoss player and just kicking them repeatedly, I think that would be amazing.
I'm actually competing. I mean, we get my shit stomped in, but I'm competing, and I'm hoping those shoes, I can channel some of Tasia's energy.
Well, hopefully you won't attract ants in the same way that Tasia has lately. He's too sweet, man. That's why, Tasia's too sweet, so he attracts ants. There you go.
Sweet young man, and he got molested by ants.
He did. What a horrible experience for him. All right, folks, this has been the Gosupizza Supreme Showmatch, or Showmatch Supreme, whichever you prefer. Destiny taking it handily 3-0. Nathanias left to suffer and just reflect on his horrendous loss and the end of his competitive career, as well as the ruining of the scoreline for Root Gaming. And his plummeting Alugalak rating. It's just going down. It really is. Oh my god. Was Nathanias the reason for Quantic Gaming disbanding? I mean, it is possible. We just don't know. Alright, folks, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this stream, and again, please don't take anything we said seriously. We were certainly just pulling your leg, as the British would say on that one. We're giving you a bit of a good old ribbon. So, hopefully that was fun for you, and of course, do remember to follow at ESM_Chic, which is hard to spell. So look at the chat. Gosupizza is shamelessly whoring himself out in there right now. And we will see you next time. Big thanks to Nathanias, big thanks to Destiny and Gosupizza for setting this one up. Good night.
Good night. Thank you, Totalbiscuit.
Rushing this battlefield and moving for the kill. Under the static eyes of snipers on the hill. Your iron shell pitted against my iron will. Oh, I love the club.